Let's practice yoga, and today we'll continue developing our core strength, our balance and our coordination. Let's first of all find our seat of comfort so that we may take the time to pull focus and connect with our breath. So ensuring that your spine is upright, you might like to sit with the wall behind your back to lend support. You might like to sit on a chair. Just as long as your spinal column is lifted and the trunk of your body is elevating too, creating that space. And you might like to close the eyes so that you can tune in with the breath and be present with the flow of breath. Noticing that whilst observing your inhalations and exhalations, you become aware that they lengthen and deepen, which is good because this helps to soothe the nervous system, ease the stress and tension away from the parasympathetic nervous system, and brings an overall sense of calm to mind and body. So coming into a cross-legged position if you can. If not, you can always have the legs extended out in front of you for this. We're going to mobilise the arms first and foremost. Let's link the fingers. Take a breath in. As you exhale, invert the hands. See if you can draw those thumbs and little fingers to lay flat with the rest of the fingers. When you next exhale, extend the arms forward. Think about the flesh on the trunk of your body now. And when you next breathe in, lift it up. You can create space internally and externally. Just feel yourself rising upward through the torso. And then breathing in again, you're going to lift the arms, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. So have that honest view. Be aware if you've started to do this, where you're possibly just lifting the upper part of your torso rather than getting deep down from the pelvis and the hips. If you need to have a bit of a bend in the arms, then do so. In time, as the skin tones and stretches, as so the muscles and space being made in the joints of the arms, then they will begin to straighten fully. And then allow the arms down, release the grip, and then relink with the opposite index finger on top. Another breath in. Exhale, invert the hands, check those fingers, bring them all to rest flat. And then when you breathe in again, you're raising the arms up, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, having the teeth unclenched and the tongue peeled away from the roof of the mouth. You might like to close the eyes, scan the body, see if you can lift the flesh on the lower back, see if you can rise up, extending hips to the waist, hips and waist up to the armpits, the upper back, the chest, and then gently release the arms and unclench, unlink the fingers, coming back to your seated position. Let's now bring the knees together and come over and on to our hands and knees, making a tabletop position. So, in the foundation of the posture here, ensure that the knees are hip width apart, the hands and wrists are shoulder width apart, that you haven't collapsed your abdominals, you're actually pulling the tummy towards the lower back, so there's this lift of the abdominals. Check that you're not crashing your weight down into your wrists, that you have this feeling of lift rising up through the arms. We're going to extend our right leg behind us. Tune into the belly button. See the belly button as the anchor, and it's directly anchored to the part of the mat in front of you. Get your hips level. You're then going to release your left arm and stretch it forward. Keep that left shoulder away from the left ear. Unclench your teeth. And take time to find your true alignment, your true balance and coordination. And then release. And to the other side, extend the left leg behind you. Release the right arm. Allow the head and neck to be a natural extension from the spine. So your gaze should be down at the mat directly beneath you. And then return to a central position. Just lower back into upright kneeling for a moment. Have a breath. And then return to tabletop. Once again, we'll release that right leg behind us. We'll release the left arm in front. Connect with the tummy. Be aware of its activity as you breathe in and breathe out. Now bend the right knee and sweep the left hand round to connect with the right foot. Again, not crashing down into that right wrist. Have that elevation up through the right arm. Skin on the face soft. And then gently with control, releasing the hand and releasing the leg. Have a moment to make any readjustments, realignment, a breath in and a breath out. And then we'll go to the other side. So we'll extend the left leg behind us, the right arm in front of us. Get that nice feeling of engagement of the whole of the trunk of the body, helping support the foundation of the position. Then bend the left knee and sweep the right arm round to connect with the left foot. Unfurrow the brow. Breathe. And then carefully releasing so that you don't get that knee-jerk reaction where the foot pings backwards. You want to come out of the position with the grace and strength that you went in, bringing yourself back to an upright kneeling position. So now let's bring the arms into play in preparation for the next posture. You might like to use a belt or strap here. So you're going to breathe in, you're going to raise your right arm up and then bend at the elbow. And then another breath in as you take your left arm out and rotate it forwards and rotate it from the shoulder girdle. Avoid just moving the wrist or the forearm. You can really make a complete movement with the whole of the arm, and then allow the left arm to drop down, bend at the elbow, and it comes to connect with the right arm. So if you've got a belt or strap, this is the time to be using it and have it in each hand. And then as your shoulders surrender more and your arms get develop their suppleness, you'll be able to walk those hands together. Be aware that while you're sitting in this position, that you haven't concaved in the lower back, that you've still got a nice upright vertical column, vertebral column even. Draw that right elbow away from the ear. Keep the breath flowing. And then gently release. Have a moment of the breath drawing in and out. And then we'll move onto the other arm. Let's breathe in, raise the left up, and then bend at the elbow. We're then going to take the right arm out and rotate it forward fully, right from the shoulder girdle. And then take that right arm behind you and bend at the elbow. Draw the left shoulder away from the back of the head. So you want to be bringing the shoulder blades towards each other. Rise up through the trunk. Remember, sit tall. And then gently release. And you might like to just give the shoulders a little round forwards and then a little round backwards. A little shake. So now we're going to take the arms back into that position and we're going to do a forward stretch at the same time. So this sequence really does call for great concentration, remembering to soften the neck and throat and keep the teeth unclenched during that concentration. And it also requires full balance and coordination. So let's give it a go. Let's breathe in, raise the right arm up and then bend at the elbow. The next breath in, we take our left arm out, and as we exhale, we rotate that arm fully forwards. We then take it behind us and bend at the elbow, whereby the fingers connect or the belt assists you here. You're then going to breathe in and lift the buttocks away from the heels of the feet. You'll extend your right leg behind you and you'll bring your trunk of body forward, bringing the right elbow down towards the mat in front of the left knee. Keep the breath flowing. Now the right toes, you can either turn them under or you can have the front of the foot flat on the mat, whichever best helps your balance. And then using the strength of the stomach, breathe in and return to your kneeling position. Release the arms and allow them to rest by your side. Let's now breathe in, raise, we go the opposite side. Let's breathe in and raise the left arm. Exhale, bend at the elbow. Breathe in, raise the right arm and rotate it forward as you exhale. So it's a great rotation from the origin, which is here in the shoulder girdle. And then swim that right arm behind you, bend at the elbow, and have the fingers come to connect. Your next breath in, you'll rise the buttocks away from the heels of the feet. Extend that left leg behind you and take the body forward, bringing the left elbow down toward the mat in front of the right knee. Let the breath flow. Unclench the teeth. And then using the power of the strength of the stomach and spine combined, you return to your seated position. Release the arms. Maybe give them a little roll back, a little roll forward. And then bring in the palms of the hands, one on top of each other, pointer thumbs touching. You might like to just lower the chin, watch the chest rise and fall. And just have a moment or two now to let that information settle. Let the body and mind recognize its coordination abilities, the balance that is possible. It's all about drawing focus to the breath and taking the time to really look at the movement whilst it is taking place. And then you can open the eyes. Let's breathe in, lift the buttocks, turn the feet, take them out to the side and bring them round to just be in front of you. Feet together, hands round. Give yourself a hug. Drawing in to a cross-legged position. Rise up through the torso. Chin parallel with the floor. Bring the palms of the hands together at the heart, the place of all truth. Remember, everything that you learn on the yoga mat, you can apply to life in general. Yoga is not a quick fix. It's a lifelong pursuit, giving self-maintenance to your general health and well-being on a daily basis. So enjoy your practice, tailor it to suit you, and be safe in the knowledge that yoga is good for you.